the backfield can do so many different things on offense.
Well, it's great. We have Matt, who gives all that energy. Who's a great pure running back. He reads it so well. And I have Jalen, who's really learning that kind of stuff, but has that receiver feel to him as well. So it's great to have him. Great to have him coming out of the backfield, moving out to the slot, all over the place. He's going to be a good player for us.
So you guys feel like you need to going into August when you feel like you need to work on this offense?
Really just consistency. We get off track sometimes, and it starts. As you might have seen a little bit today, it starts to get a little bit sloppy. So really, just staying consistent within the offense.
You got C.J. Hammond, who was hurt 2 years ago, who got his knee in his back, and was the guy you were going to consistently today. Where do you see him?
Well, it's great to have a senior guy like C.J. out there. He's been here as long as anyone, and to see some of the work that he's put in over the years, to see him perform, it's been great.
Chris, both of those big throws were over on the right side of the field. As a left-handed quarterback, has that been something you've worked on this offseason, making those, using that side of the field?
Actually, I've always been pretty comfortable throwing to the right side of the field. I'm a little weird, so it feels natural for me.
How about Alderman? You hit him on that big touchdown pass. I mean, what do you like out of him?
Ryan's been one of my roommates for the past 2 years now. He's one of my best friends on the team. So we have a kind of a regular chemistry between the two of us. We work a lot together. I know I can always count on him to go out and run some routes when I need to get some work done. He knows he can count on me to do the same. But we have a chemistry together, and the way he does his job and he does it the right way. He works really hard. So.
Can he kind of sneak behind the defense sometimes because he's a little short? It seems like he just kind of scoots out and he's there.
It seems like we have a couple of those guys, but yeah, it kind of seems that way. Sometimes coming over the middle, some of those times I feel like I'm not going to be able to see him. He always he's always right there in the window. So.
How did you feel about the way you threw today? I mean, you hit some big passes downfield, but I think you also misfired on a couple.
Yeah, I was real inconsistent today, and that's something that I really need to work on. I felt in the second quarter I was starting to feel it a little bit more, and then once we got into the third quarter, I started missing some bigger balls that I really needed to hit. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be working on a lot going into this year. Well, it's always a little more exciting when we get to come in and play in the stadium. Spring. It's the spring game, so we're playing a game. Whether it's at Edward Olson or here, it's still going to be hyped up. Everyone's going to have a lot of energy, but I think there's a little bit that adds to it being in our home stadium.
Steve said he felt like you were significantly ahead of where you were at the end of last season.